My name is Amy Tabor. My son is in second grade at Sandy Hook. I'll preface this comment by saying he was in the front corridor, directly across from everything, and I'm sitting here. I'll use Pat's word as dumbfounded. I appreciate the efforts, and the analysis was very, very thorough, but it seems glaringly obvious to me that we're missing one major option, which was a basic renovation at the site. I mean, the most cost-effective site option here is $47 million, radically changing the school, eliminating half of it, when every other incident in history where this has happened in a school has been a gymnasium, a library, a lab, an atrium. What was the criteria that was decided here that we needed to lose half the building, radically and completely change the landscape? Again, I know remembrance and sentiment was a criteria here, and again, my son lived it, and I still have nightmares every night with it. But let's be realistic. This is 2 years out. 17 months is conservative here. This is 2 years out, so those first graders are in third grade, maybe, when this is done, so maybe they'd have to return for 1 year in fourth grade, which is several years from this event, that their trepidation of driving past the firehouse that they have many, many happy memories of may not nearly be as scary 3 years from now. Where is the option that's a couple of $1 million, taking those 2 rooms, creating a respectful garden, reflective pool, whatever you want? I think all of us who wanted renovation concede those 2 rooms, including myself. But the entire building and a radical shift of the entire landscape, that's really not even on the table here?
Amy, well, you know, what we won't do, Amy, is have a dialogue, but we want to hear your concerns, because that's part of what we're going to struggle with here once we start digging into the options. So
your next meeting is to start deciding between those options.
Our next meeting, no. Our next meeting, is the purpose of the next meeting is to drill down on what all the options are and to ask questions about things that may or may not appear as an option.
Okay.
So this is the very beginning of the process for us. What the team has done is percolate out, these are the 6 most viable considerations. So our job is to attack that thinking and say, okay, what do we think about those options? So we're not there yet, Amy. We appreciate it and have heard your comment clearly. We understand what you're saying.
I appreciate the state and federal have told us, that we're here to work with you, but in a state and a country where schools are falling apart and roofs are collapsing, I really don't feel we can tin cup in good conscience when tornadoes wipe out entire schools. They need it. The building was not our problem. The kids sit in Monroe now, including my son, having trouble. They're in a new school right now, and they're having trouble. The school and the 4 walls are not their problem. They need time and counseling, not brick and mortar.
Thank you, Amy.